I'm a big Star Wars fan, as you can see, but for that price, I better be leaving with the Force and Jedi power. That was my reaction to my video that I did a few months ago about the Disney Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel that is scheduled to open in March of 2022. So at the time, I'm like, this price is ridiculous. Fast forward to now, recently Disney put out a preview of what they can expect to see at the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel. I recently saw a video from Clownfish TV where they talked about how they were the first ones to notice that Disney posted this video and Disney took it down.
Hey, Aunt Morrow.
Hello there.
I'm super excited to see what you and your team created.
We cannot wait to have you aboard because Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser is a first of its kind vacation experience where you get to spend 2 days and 2 nights living out your very own Star Wars story.
Oh, I'm just too excited. We gotta go inside.
Welcome to the Halcyon Star Cruiser.
Wow. This is unreal. It's like I'm walking straight into a Star Wars movie.
Except it's not a movie, right? You get to be in the middle of it all and in the middle of the action.
And then there's activities you can do on here.
Yeah, there are activities on board the ship. The first one that I'm really excited about is lightsaber training.
Oh my gosh.
Here on the bridge, we also invite all of our guests to do bridge operations training. And occasionally, this is where we can go to hyperspace.
Punch it!
So we've really focused on making sure we have some of the best entertainment in the galaxy on board. One of which I'm so excited about is this pop star who's known throughout the galaxy for all...
What's going on? I just popped through that door and I have no idea.
Look above and see the world slowly emerge before your eyes. Feel the swell as the moon begins to rise above the tide. All around, change is coming, something new is in the air. Come and fly to the edge of the horizon.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
There you are.
Oh my gosh. I was just in there, the lights were low, and this performer just came out of nowhere.
You just met Gaia.
She was incredible.
Let's get you back to the launch pod in your home planet.
Sounds great.
All right.
What the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser actually entails. If you're not familiar with the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, it's basically a 2-day experience. You go to the Star Cruiser Hotel and you valet your car and you're fully immersed, so to speak, into this 2-day experience. So it starts out by saying, experience your own Star Wars story. So once you step off the launch pod and into your epic Star Wars story, that's where it unfolds. Here's something that I think people were expecting nostalgia from this Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. Say that several times. But here it says new and familiar Star Wars characters. So that new part is interesting. So if you notice on the overview, they don't even include what the price is. So once you go over to start planning, that's where you find the price. So I want to start there first to give you the price information so you understand why people, including myself, are like, this is kind of expensive. So for 2 guests, the cost is $48.09 for 2 guests, 2 nights. Does not include flights. Okay. Now, if you have 2 adults and 1 child, that total is $5,299 But if you have 3 adults, 1 child, so 4 guests per cabin, you pay $5,999. So basically $6,000, ranging from $4,800 to $6,000 for this experience. So let me go back to the top. I wanted you to see that price, so then we can talk about what's included. So you get a 2-night stay in a cabin or suite, ongoing entertainment, food and beverages, excluding alcohol and specialty beverages, and a quick meal at Docking Bay 7 Food Cargo and other locations at Disney Hollywood Studios, admission into Disney Hollywood Studios for your excursion, valet parking, and exclusive Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser databand. Promised in your experience is lightsaber training, bridge training, planet excursion to Batuu. Day 1, you arrive at terminal, and then there's ship orientation, light refreshments, lessons, receptions, live music. Day 2, you have the shuttle, Rise of the Resistance, a story moment, Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, lunch at Docking Bay, and then build a model ship, cocktails. You're going to be on the go. Taste around the galaxy, and then a finale. So, and then day 3 is your departure date, where you have breakfast and you go back to the terminal. So think of it as you may. I mean, it's like a spaceship, but it kind of reminds you of the whole cruise experience, but it's on land. I think that's how they described it in their original packaging. Here's a look at some of the food that they plan to have on board. So what do you all think so far? I mean, of course, $4,800 to $6,000 is definitely something I would not pay for. Like, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I've said that. But that's just something even if I could do that, I just don't see the why I would do that. So, of course, fast forward, like I said, they released the video, and this week Twitter went ham on, is that a good word to use still? Went ham on these comments, and let's take a look at some of these comments. So, like I said, Disney has removed the most recent Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser sneak peek. A lot of people were talking about how the lightsaber experience doesn't really look that cool. And so they were saying this is what they want on the Star Cruiser. And here's a picture from someone that's done a video, but this shows you what the characters looked like in the promotional video. And people were even making fun of the video because of the use of the iPhone in tablets and such.
Hello there, and greetings from Chandler Star Line. I'm Agent Dario Zinn, and I would like to congratulate you on booking your voyage through the galaxy. You will be boarding the Halcyon, a Carillion MPO 1400 star cruiser built during the romantic age of exploration. This ship has hosted spectacular vacations for centuries, and now Chandler Star Line is celebrating with a special exclusive journey to Batuu, retracing the path of its maiden voyage. For this special voyage, your ship will be piloted by the esteemed Captain Kevin, so you are in expertly capable hands. While on your voyage, you will have access to an exciting range of activities, all just a short stroll from your cabin. Try your hand at the honored ancient art of wielding a lightsaber, or learn how the crew operate the ship at a bridge operations training session. Or if you'd like, relax and play a game of hollow sabacc over a cocktail in the cozy sublight lounge. Your vacation is what you make it aboard this legendary star cruiser. On behalf of myself and Chandler Star Line, I would like to welcome you to the spectacular world of galactic exploration where your journey is our honor. See you soon, traveler.
So, according to several reports, people have begun canceling their reservations because of what they saw in this promo video. And since then, people are reporting that there have been cancellations. People are saying it's not worth that. I didn't think it was worth $6,000 in the first place, but I did go and look at a screenshot of where I looked yesterday that had availability in March. So it is, some openings available. And I wondered, who did they test this by? Like, was this feasible for true Star Wars fans? Like, you got to go really all out for that price. I really can't really justify that price, but if you're going to charge that much, it has to be on point. I feel like some type of more research should have been done. Focus groups, I don't know if they did, but it feels like there's a disconnect. So I don't think there was any research really put into this. They just said, hey, this is going to be worth $6,000. Disney is already kind of pricey sometimes when you start to add things up. I've been to Disney for the Food and Wine Festival, and that started to add up. So once you start adding up these things, especially when the price doesn't even include specialty beverages, alcoholic beverages, and then you're encouraged to wear your own themed clothing. But I'm like, at that price, allow me to select my size on a clothing item that you guys have for me to wear when I get there. I don't know, or maybe give me some type of voucher at a store where I can get some related clothing. So I just wanted to report this because I did a short video on this earlier a few months ago, and this is travel related. So if you were thinking about it or wondering how the Disney Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel is going, this is how it's going so far. So I'm not in a rush I'm never probably going to go there unless I'm invited. I've been wanting to get to Disney for the Star Wars experience, but when it first came about, it was always some type of, oh, you have to pay passes, you have to pay extra money if you want to hold your spot in line to go to the bathroom, and it was just so crowded. So I got turned off by all of that. And then the pandemic hit, so I haven't made it down to any of the other Star Wars experiences. It's on my list, except for this Star Cruiser Hotel. Let me know in the comments your thoughts are on this whole thing, especially if you're a big Star Wars fan. Would there ever be an instance where you would pay this type of money? What would you need to see from this type of hotel or experience to pay that type of money? And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. I talk about travel tips every week.